Hello and welcome to another video review, this time about a tactical rifle scope from Leupold, the Mark V HD 2-10 by 30. Leupold is based in Beaverton, which is in Oregon, USA, and the history of the company goes back to 1907, and from the beginning up to now the company is still family owned. The company operates now already by the 5th generation of the Leupold family. Leupold is also the oldest optics manufacturer or sports optics manufacturer in the United States. The Leupold Mark V HD with the magnification 2-10 by 30 was introduced this year at SHOT Show, so 2023. And it is quite unique on the market because of the magnification and objective lens diameter, and it is a short to medium range tactical rifle scope designed for short barreled sniper rifles or semi-automatic rifles like DMR rifle systems. The Mark V HD is the latest rifle scope series from Leupold, and these scopes offer 5 times zoom factor magnification, and this one is now the rifle scope with the smallest or lowest magnification for now in the entire series. Like others, it features also a 35mm main tube diameter, and all other features or turrets and everything else is almost the same like on the bigger models. Now, if I start with the housing of the rifle scope, as you can see, the scope is made completely out of metal, so there are no rubberized parts anywhere on the scope. It features a European style eyepiece, so only this part rotates here, and I have to say it is very smooth and stiff, which I prefer, because when you make your adjustment it does not change accidentally if you take it out of the bag or carry it around. I really like that it is so stiff. Then the magnification ring, it has the magnification from 2 to 10, so it has a 5 times zoom factor magnification, and from the smallest to the biggest magnification there is almost 180-degree turn. The magnification ring has a really nice texture or finish, so you have a really nice grip when using the scope, even with gloves. And the scope features also a small throw lever, which is directly on the magnification ring, and this part here, which stands out, can be additionally screwed in, or like this can be taken out. There is also a small cover included. If you don't like the throw lever, you can put in this cover, so it is closed. Then the main tube diameter is, as I said, 35mm, like on the bigger models. It features the same turrets like the bigger models, and the lens on the front is 30mm, but the outside diameter is 39.6mm. So if you want to use the rifle scope with a clip-on attachment, which is, because of the magnification, perfectly suitable for it, you need a 40mm ring or mount for the objective. Like all Mark V rifle scopes from Leupold, also this one is all caliber rated, so you can use it easily also on a 50 BMG without any problems. It is nitrogen purged, so you will get no internal fogging, even in very cold environment, and it is also waterproof. The size of the Riflescope is 284 millimeters in length. It has 655 grams, the not illuminated models, and with illumination I think it's around 680 grams. So even with illumination it is still quite lightweight Riflescope. Like all Leupold Riflescopes, it is designed, machined and assembled in the United States, and it comes with a 10 years warranty. The price point of this Riflescope depends if you want illumination or not. Without, it's approximately 2,450 euros, and with illumination it's 500 euros more, so 2,950 euros. The reticle in this Riflescope is positioned in the first focal plane, and there are two variations available for now. The TMR, which is a mill reticle, it can be illuminated or not, and the PR1 reticle, which is MWave based reticle, but this reticle is only available without illumination. The illumination, if you choose one, has 7 intensity settings. First is also for night vision devices, so it is not visible with only with your eyes, but only with night vision devices. And on the strongest settings it is not daytime bright. It is visible if you look on a black target or some similar, but I think on a white target or on a bright sunny day it will not be visible. The illumination features an automatic turn off feature, or motion sensor technology as Leupold calls it, which automatically deactivates illuminated reticles after 5 minutes of non-usage. As soon as the movement is detected, so as soon as you take your rifle in your hands or you just move it, it instantly reactivates the reticle, so you have it on the same intensity setting like before. For the illumination, it is of course placed here then on the Parallax turret. It can be adjusted only with rotating. Unfortunately I cannot show you this now, but for the operation unit you need only one CR2032 battery. Okay, now if we go further to the turrets. First, the Parallax turret it goes from 40 meters all the way to infinity, and there are also marks on the turret from 75 meters or yards to infinity on the turret. The Parallax wheel feels very smooth, and I would say it has the perfect amount of stiffness, so it is not very loose but also not too heavy to adjust. Then the elevation turret, it features the patented zero lock tactical turret, which is one of my favorite tactical turrets on the market. Why? Because it's so easy to operate. The turret is always locked if you are on the zero, but if you want to adjust you have to push the button and then the turret starts to rotate. As soon as you come back to zero, the turret locks in place and it cannot be moved, which is, in my opinion, perfect, because especially in the night it can happen that you somehow adjust the turret accidentally and you don't don't know then where you are currently at. With this feature you just go back and it is locked in place. And with the lock it cannot also not happen that you somehow accidentally move the turret. So really nice turret, and yeah, in my opinion perfect design. Then for the clicks, as you can probably hear, the clicks are very audible and also very tactile, so you can really easily feel every single click. And the turret is or needs a little bit of force to adjust, but it is not too heavy or too light to make the clicks. So the clicks are also perfect in my opinion. Then the next thing is, as you probably see now, because I came now to the second revolution, the button here, which is also the lock, is now flush with the turret, which means now we are in the second revolution of the turret. So this acts also as a turn indicator. Now if I go to the last rotation, then the button disappears inside the turret, which now means now I am in the third revolution of the turret. So now I have to look on the upper numbers. So now I am at 21 mil. Then on the second revolution I have to look for the middle numbers, so from 11 upwards, and on the lowest setting only the numbers on the bottom. So really well designed turret, and easy to read numbers on it also. The zeroing of the turret is very simple. So when you're zeroing, you just have to loosen the screws on the turret, so this one here and this one here, and then just rotate the turret back until the zero stop jumps out, and then you have just to tighten the two screws back in and your scope is already zeroed. So very simple, easy and quickly to adjust. The elevation range of the turret is 100 clicks in one turn, and all in all 300 clicks are available, so 3 meters at 100 meters, which is or with an MOA turret it is 25 MOA per turn or 75 MOA in 3 revolutions. The internal elevation range, what Leupold states, is 48 milliradians or 165 MOA, and for the windage it's 23 MOA or 80 MOA for the internal windage range. But I disassembled the turret and I counted for the elevation 66 milliradians of elevation, which is just huge. It's really a lot, and mostly you will never need such a big elevation range on such a Riflescope. Now for the windage turret, it is capped with a aluminum cap, so it is well protected, and the clicks, as you can hear, are really nice. As on the elevation turret, they are very audible and also very tactile, so really well designed clicks. The windage turret goes 5 mil in each direction, and then you come to a stop, so you cannot go an entire revolution, because of which it is possible easy to make a error of a whole revolution. So immediately as you notice you're on the end, you have to go back so that the zero is with the line. What is also special is that the line for the windage is not anymore in the center, but is now positioned upwards, so you can see it more easily from the shooter's perspective, like this. You can more easily see it. In my opinion, it is not bad, but I still prefer more in the middle. And what I would also like to see this line if it goes completely to the turret, because now the thread is in between and it is not possible to be 100% sure if you're on the right position. So this is only a small part from me. For the zeroing, it's the same like on the elevation turret. You just have to unscrew the 3 screws on the turret and rotate it back so that the zero is facing this line. Tighten the screws back and you are already set. Then the cap is, in my opinion, perfect, because most of the time we do not need 2 clicks for windage. At least I do not click most of the time, and for small corrections, pulling the reticle left or right depending on the wind, it's easier and also quicker, in my opinion. So for that, cap turret is a really nice feature. Now for the elevation turret, as I said, it is a great turret, but I think for such a scope, a low profile turret, maybe with only a single turn, would be more than enough, or maybe even better, because of the lower profile of the whole Riflescope and the rifle system. Also, the Windage Turret would be, in my opinion, better if it will be only half of the height, and the same with the Elevation Turret. But Leupold made the same like on the bigger models. Okay, now because of the Elevation Turret, that I don't forget, if there would be a low profile turret, it would be also easier to put on a red dot sight. You would not need a very high mount for it, which is then even better for CQB or short range shooting. Okay, now if I go for the optical performance or optical properties, magnification, as I said, is from 2 to 10, and it has a 30mm objective lens, so a 5 times zoom factor magnification, and the parallax goes from 40 meters all the way to infinity. The field of view of this Riflescope on 2 times magnification is 17.6 meters at 100 meters, and on the biggest magnification, so at 10 times, it's 3.5 meters at 100 meters. Especially on the 2 times magnification, the 17.6 meters is quite big, and because of that I think it is perfect for night vision and thermal attachments, because then you see the whole image also during the night. It has no tunneling effect, and the eye relief, so the distance to your eye, is from 92 to 95 millimeters, and it is very good on all magnifications. And the same is with the eye box. On the small and on the biggest magnification it is also very good and very easy to stay behind the scope easily and have a great image. Other than that, optically it's great, and at all magnifications, as you would expect from a premium Riflescope like this one. The Optical performance is just great in my opinion, especially in the center. The image is superb, and also the color accuracy, it's very good. On the smallest magnification, so on 2 times, on the edges the image is just a little bit blurry, but it is really just a little bit, so not much. And past 3 times magnification, this blurriness is not anymore seen, so really only on the 2 times magnification, which in my opinion doesn't even matter. What more matters in my opinion is a bigger field of view, so you can quickly engage the target even if it is not sharp on the edge. Okay, now what do you get in the box? First of all, flip-up covers made of hard plastics. Then sunshade, so you can put it on front of the scope. Then a Leupold sticker, the small cover for the throw lever on the magnification ring, then a tool for resetting the 0, and lastly the owner's manual with all the additional information you need to know about the scope. Okay, now if I go to a short summary, if I start with the positives, what I really like is the overall build quality. The scope is made like a tank, so it is really robustly made, especially for such a compact scope, or compact and small scope. It is very robustly made. Then also the short and lightweight design of the scope, which I really like it. Then that it is available in MW and milliradian, and that you have the ability to choose illuminated or not. So if you do not need it, you can save about 500 euros, which is quite a lot. And yeah, then lastly also the turret. As I said, the turret on these Mark V's are one of the best turrets on the market in my opinion, even though when I come also for the room where I see room for improvements, the lower profile turret will be also great for such a Riflescope. And well, what is also the second thing for where do I see room for improvement is on the Parallax turret, is that there is a little bit of wobbling on the Parallax turret, but it is not significant. It is just a bit something with what I noticed during the time that I prepared for the review. Okay, this was a short video review of the Leupold Mark V HD 2-10x30. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.